Once again, good morning. I would like to recognize and affirm the presence of everyone, especially sa loob ng simbahan. Shrine of Jesus, the Divine Word, Christ the King Mission Seminary. Sa mga nasa kanya-kanya mga screen ngayon, mga nasa loob iba't ibang lupalop ng Pilipinas and Filipinos and non-Filipinos abroad. Pumasok po pala ako ng seminaryo sa taong 2000. Ngayon ay 2021 na. So 21 years ago, dito po mismo sa Christ the King Mission Seminary kung saan itong simbahan ay nakalapag. Ngayon, I spent almost 5 years dito po sa seminaryo. Nabanggit ko ito kasi I remember around 2004 and 2005, Father Jerry Orbos, binibisita siya ng isang babae, a girl, 9 years old, and she was blind. Later on, nakikita ko na sila sa Hello Father sa Radio Veritas. Ang pangalan niya pala ay si Fatima Soriano. And then, I began to learn about her. Siya pala ay pinanganak na bulag. And that time, yung kanyang kidney by 9 years old, nag-fail. And she was undergoing treatment, you call it dialysis. Tapos one time, napanood ko siya sa isang misa ni Father Jerry sa ABCBN. Ang kanyang sinasabi ay, sabi niya, all the struggles na kanyang pinagdadaanan, these struggles all the more, sabi niya, strengthened her faith in God. Yung reaction ko naman that time, 9 years old, she was telling these things to us. For me, it was amazing. Pangalawa, lagi pong sinasabi, I found God in the midst of my trials, in pain and suffering. At 9 years old. Tapos sinasabi niya pa, kaya daw ginagawa yung pagsama kay Father Jerry sa mga masses and then sa radio program because sabi niya, yung kanyang faith in God help her carry on with the many problems na pinagdaanan niya. Sabi niya, gusto niya maging instrumento so that he can pass on to others Lord's love, hope, and faith. Para sa akin, that time I was 19 years old. Ito ang naging effect sa akin habang I am witnessing what was Fatima's doing. Para sa akin, mas naitanim sa aking isip na, tungo talaga, God is alive. And He is actively working in each one of us. And He is true. And He is embracing us all. Pangalawa, what can we also learn from the example of Fatima? Sinasabi niya sa atin na sa pamagitan natin ng panampalataya sa Diyos, this faith can help us see beyond. This can help us see beyond. And pangatlo, tinuturo din sa atin sa kanyang buhay, faith can help us continue going on in life even it is difficult. Alam niyo po mga kapatid, sinimulan ko itong pagtatalata ng buhay ni Fatima kasi ang purpose ko ay hikayatin din kayo, hikayatin kayong lahat na nakikinig ngayon na magpatuloy na maniwala at manalig sa Diyos kahit hindi siya nakikita. Pangalawa, patuloy tayong manalig at maniwala na kahit madami tayong hirap na pinagdadaanan. And one of the best example of a firm faith in Jesus, yung tatay mismo. I hope may mga tatay na nanonood ngayon kasi hindi lang naman ngayong panahon sumisikat ang online mass, pati rin online sabong. Baka na doon sila sa kabila. But I hope my father na nanonood ngayon, you see, ang nangyari kasi sa tatay sa gospel, a royal official, yung kanyang anak ay about to die because of fever. And pumunta pa siya doon kay Jesus, come with me and heal my son. And you know what Jesus said? Umuwi na kayo because magaling ang anak ninyo. Ang ginawa ng tatay, he went na walang pag-aalinlangan. That showed his maganda rin surutang ating sarili. What if we put ourselves in the character of the official and Jesus told you na uwi ka na, gagaling na anak mo? Susundin ba natin ito? Will we believe? O in your prayer, God assured you, I will heal you physically and internally. Will you believe right away? If God will tell you better things are ahead of us after this COVID, would you believe? If God will tell you, kahit nawalan ka ng trabaho, you can still find a job or find a new ways to earn income, are you going to believe? Are you going to believe? Totoo nga, our faith is tested when situations begin to become difficult, not when situations are abundant. And ngayong pandemic, we are in difficult situation. I can imagine, because all of us are affected, and this is the biggest crisis in present history. And I believe all of us, kanya-kanya may pinagdadaanan. And this pandemic is testing us a lot. It's putting our faith in God to the test. Problems on top of one another. And this can bring us discouragement, dismay, and fatigue. Yung sa Tagalog, asiwang-asiwa ng mga Pilipino. Sabi na aking kaklase, si Father Greg, nakakaburyo. Kaya we can also understand why some Filipinos lumalabas na lang talaga. Because it's fatigue, it's getting the better of us. Pero mga kapatid, sana amidst this all, stay in faith. Keep your faith, and all the more defend your faith. Sabi ni Pope Francis doon sa Iraq, faith in God is the most effective vaccine against discouragement. Noong palang panahon sa gera, napakahalaga na may magaling kang general. At may tatlong karakter, dapat meron kang, as a general, dapat meron kang tatlong elements. Una, dapat as a general, you are strategist. Meaning, you see effective way to reach a goal. Pangalawa, dapat as a general, that may leadership quality. You are able to relate well with your soldiers. Yung maniwala sa iyo. At pangatlo, the most important, ito pinakamahalaga, dapat ang general motivated and driven. Sabihin, passionately engaged para naman tumaas ang loob ng mga sundalo. Kaya nga nung panahon pag naggegera, bago maggera, meron munang drums, tug para tug. Tapos may mga flags pa na colorful para talaga your spirit will be uplifted. And before you march in the battleground, yung general, mag-speech muna. And that speech should fire the heart of the soldier. Sana sa mga nanay nandito, mga tatay nakikinig, be your own general. Be your own. Be passionately engaged, even it's difficult. Kasi faith can bring good things to all of us. Nasabi ko na it can help us motivated, and it can help us become positive and persistent. To close this homily, what is positive and persistent? So tamang-tama ito kasi kahapon ay nagmisa sa Vatican to honor the 500 years of arrival of Christianity in the Philippines. At kung napanood nyo po, doon sa procession ni Pope Francis, nauna yung Santo Niño at yung Magellan Cross. Kasi the arrival of Spain to the Philippines brought Christianity. Ngayon maganda rin konting history. We can learn about some history ni Magellan. That can be applied to our faith. Alam niyo po pala, that time kasi nila Magellan, na-separate ang two superpowers, Portugal at saka Spain. Ngayon, lahat ng European country gusto makapunta sa Moluccas Island. Diyan sa may Indonesia kasi nandyan yung spices. And spices that time is equivalent to gold. Ang problema, yung highway papunta doon sa Moluccas ay controlled ng Portugal. ang Spain, pag pumapasok doon, they are being harassed by the Portuguese. And for some time, they are hopeless. Wala talaga. Bala na mga Portugal sa Spice Island tayo. But one person, driven by passion, Magellan, thought of, baka may ibang daanan. Let's discover new territory. Baka may ibang highway. So sana ganito ang ano natin ngayong pandemic. It's not the end of the road for all of us. Baka may iba pang daanan. And Magellan taught us that there is indeed. Ngayon, kaso, dahil ibang daanan, marami silang na-experience na kahirapan. Una, may nag-mutiny, may gustong umalsa. Kasabi ng mga soldier na ito, wala naman sigurong pupuntahan tayo kasi what they see is only vast sea. Baka instead of going to your Spice Island, we will die, we will doom to disaster. At pangalawang naging challenge, yung isang ship bumalik sa Spain, yung Concepcion. Tapos na nakapasok na sila sa Pacific Ocean, buti na lang February ito. Kasi kung si Magellan pumunta ng September, October, wala na, binagyo na sila. Kaya ang pinangalan ni Magellan sa Pacific Ocean, Mar Pacifico, kasi daw the sea is calm. Kasi February. Anyway, tapos 99 days sila sa Pacific Ocean. Then they stumbled the Philippines. They had the first mass March 31. They arrived pala March 16 in Humonhon. Yan ngayon yung Giyan, kung saan yung unang tumama si Yolanda. At March 31, first mass. April 21, the cross, yun ang daladala doon sa Vatican, sa mass. And then, the Santo Niño. Ngayon, ang point ko dito, you see, sometimes our challenges are also blessing. That time siguro, the soldiers and other people was negative. Walang ibang way. But you see, after 500 years, you see what happened now. You see that there is indeed beautiful things ahead. That you have to find other road, and God will lead you to that light, to that road. God you may have losses right now, but that's God's way to set you up for a better tomorrow. Just look at our history. Thank God we have Christianity because of Magellan's faith, and then strategic mind, motivated heart, and passionately engaged. So that's also a calling to faith can help us become passionately engaged. To close his homily, friends, all I know, God knows your situation, and He will answer your prayers according to His knowledge, to His purpose and will. He will always have better and bright purpose. Just look at the Philippines 500 years ago. Who would ever thought we will come to this point? God knows what He is doing. What matters most for now is to keep your faith strong, keep your faith alive, and be firm to commit to love God above all things.